Hello guys. The last video says that the basic principle of synchronous motor, how it works, and what is its construction and all. Today we're going to see about the synchronous condenser and hunting effect, one of the most important topics in interview perspective. So recently this question asked in Embedded UR and as well as Renault Nissan company. So first of all, what is synchronous condenser means? A synchronous motor, when over-excited, it can produce reactive power. Hence, in the first way, I says that a synchronous motor can be used for improvement of power factor. So, hence here it gives solution for that. So, whenever a synchronous motor which is over-excited and works on no load condition, it will produce a reactive power. Whereas these reactive power are injected to the power system for power factor correction. So this is one of the reasons why synchronous motor are used in industries for power factor correction. Okay. So here they explain it in detail. So in three-phase system usage, it synchronous motor used for overall power factor adjustment by adjusting the current angle. So the synchronous motor which has been used above 500 kVR systems. Why? Because it is more for economic condition. Below for 500 kVR condition electrical system, we use capacitor banks. So hence in synchronous condenser, it has a smooth operation and as well as continuous power factor adjustment. That's one of the reasons why industry is using synchronous condenser. And hunting effect. So before that, in most of industries nowadays using synchronous condenser instead of most industries are using capacitor banks instead of synchronous condenser. Why? Because in synchronous condenser we use a lot of moving parts, so it has a lot of loss also. So it need to be frequently maintained. So overcome from this, they using synchronous they using capacitor banks. So hunting effect. So this phenomena happen why? Because whenever the load angle suddenly increase to maximum, the rotor oscillates around its equilibrium position. Or you can say is that whenever load has been increased suddenly, the rotor will be oscillated its steady state position. So I can give an example, but it is not in terms of interview perspective. I will give the example in terms of layman explanation. We know that in our home we use grinder to grind the rice. So when the grinder plug on into power, it start rotate with high speed. So when we put rice on to it, it suddenly slows down the speed. That is one of the simple example of this hunting effect. So overcome from this hunting effect, we use damper winding. So this diagram shows the load curve. Suddenly the load has been increased. So whenever the time required for the motor for the final equilibrium position after hunting effect is called as setting time. Okay, it is one of the important topic which will be asked in interview perspective. Next, application of synchronous motor. We know that synchronous motor are low speed as well as constant speed, so they can be used in small application also. So hence we know that a synchronous motor, which when we over excited, it will produce reactive power. So that's one reason why synchronous motor are using in power factor correction. And synchronous motor also used in voltage regulation of transmission lines. Due to its constant speed, it is used in most applications. Like drilling machines, machine tools, fans, blowers, etc.